Hello guys, and today we are going to be looking at chapter 17, Arthropods. This is personally one of my favorite chapters because, as you know, I got my degree in entomology, which is the study of insects, and insects are arthropods. And we'll be talking more about them later on. So I will have the questions posted for this chapter in classrooms, so be sure to answer that after going through this video in your notes. And be sure to submit it to me by the end of the day. All right, let's get started. Here are the key terms for the chapter. Some of these may look a little strange. Some of them you may already be familiar with, and that's fine. Just make sure that you guys know the terms. Again, you know how I stress the terms. All right, so arthropods, okay? So the term arthropod means jointed foot, arthro meaning joint, and poda meaning foot or feet, so jointed foot, okay? All of them are invertebrates, okay? They don't have a backbone, and arthropods are the largest phylum in the animal kingdom, okay? We're talking a lot of species. So I'm going to show you exactly in this pie chart right here. If we were to go from here all the way through here, and all the way around, we're talking maybe about 80–85% of all animals are arthropods, okay? So that is a lot. And go ahead and erase it. We're moving on, just so you guys aren't getting distracted by this. Yeah, we don't want to have any weird stray lines in the video. Did I get it all? Yes, I did. Oh, little spot there. All right. Put this back here. And onward and upward. All right. So there are three major categories of arthropods. There are the chelicerates, the crustaceans, and then the insects. And we'll talk about these each separately. Their attributes. They have an open circulatory system. Okay. Before I go into that, let me go back a little bit. Arthropods actually can be quite beneficial to people and to human society. One thing that it talks about at the beginning of the chapter is how flies are used in forensic entomology. And you guys know I also teach forensics. We can use insects to estimate the time of death or how long the body has been in a particular location, because insects, particularly flies and beetles, have a specific time frame to which they come to a body and feed on it. Okay. One of the first recorded uses of forensic entomology using insects in a forensic or legal setting was in 1290 AD in China. Okay. And in 14th century China, so about 1300, Sun Tzu used bottle flies to help identify a murder in a village, and it was pretty interesting. If you do take forensics, then I will go into more detail about it. I've also posted some videos of arthropods, including a forensic, well, I will post a video on my time at Texas A&M with when I was doing forensic entomology, and you'll be able to see that. That will apply to a later lesson. All right, so attributes. They have an open circulatory system, okay? They don't have blood vessels or anything like that. They have dorsal hearts. So if you guys remember in anatomy, and I'm just going to bring out my stuffed spider. Okay, so here's a stuffed spider. Okay, so if you guys know, dorsal is here and ventral is on the bottom. Now, in most cases, like humans and some animals, they will have a ventral heart and a dorsal nerve cord, so a spinal cord. But in the case of invertebrates, they have dorsal hearts, so their heart is located on the backside where you would find the spinal cord, and their nerves are located near their appendages on the ventral side. Okay, they also have an exoskeleton, which you guys, we've talked about before. It's made of chitin, which is a carbohydrate. Okay, and it's strong and it's flexible, but they have to periodically shed them because they don't grow with the body. It's just like an outer covering, like a suit of armor, and they have to shed it as they get bigger in a process called molting. Okay, and they have jointed appendages. Okay, this is just to let you know, this is Lucas the spider, and as you can see, he has jointed appendages, kind of. Okay, including here. All right, they have compound eyes. Okay, so these are eyes with tons of lenses on them. Have you ever seen a dragonfly or a housefly, you'll see that they have really huge eyes, and they're composed of thousands of little lenses that can pretty much see a different image. They have a segmented body composing of a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. And the thorax can sometimes be fused with the head into the cephalothorax. Okay. And we're going to talk about some of the different segments later on. And then there's the abdomen, and that's just the back or the tail region. Their nervous system, again, there's ganglia and major nerves that kind of function as a brain, but it's not a true brain. Okay, so they can have sensory organs called antennae located in the head region. Okay, and antenna can have different uses. It can be for tasting, smelling, touching. Okay, but it's not visual. They can't use it for visual information. Some insects and some spiders, they get sensory information through their feet. Okay, spiders can sense vibrations and stuff through their feet on their webs, and butterflies actually can taste with their feet. So they know something that they're walking across is food. Okay, that would be like you putting your foot on your sandwich and saying what type it is. Don't do that, please, especially now. That would be disgusting. Okay, but it's the same concept. Okay, eat with your mouth, taste with your tongue. Okay. All right, chelicerates. Okay, chelicerates will have one or two body sections, claw-like appendages called chelicerate. Okay, so little claws.